What's up, what's up, what's up? And welcome back to HotSeat With PrettyYanny. You already know I'm your humble host. What? PrettyYanny. You already know what we do on HotSeat. We support, we showcase, we empower, we uplift every creatives in the diaspora. And today, I've got somebody. Drum roll. He goes by the name Nigeria Favorite Yankee. Please welcome the artist with much style and class. He goes by the name UgoBoy.
Yanny, how fun.
Let's go.
Let's see. Go.
Let's see Ugo. All right. Love it, love it, love it. How is
Yanny,
it going?
How far now? A long time.
I know.
Thank you for having me.
Happy New Year.
Same to you. Even though we're just pushing, the motion sometimes it could just be carrying you along. But we thank God, we thank God I've been busy, been blessed. So, just
that's all we
everything.
can do, right?
Yeah.
Be thankful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Real quick, please introduce yourself to my HotSeat lovers and to your fans.
My warm-seated people. It's Nigeria's Favorite Yankee, UgoBoy, live and direct. Welcome. It's a pleasure to be here today. Yanny, thank you for having me.
Of course. Anytime. You already know. Wait. Fun facts, right? Well, most people don't know this, but UgoBoy was actually my first artist when I was doing the quarantine IG live.
That's right.
I'm always grateful. You already know I appreciate you
it's love
always.
on this side.
But yeah, I do appreciate that. Ugo, what is Slattabox?
UG Slattabox.
What is that?
Okay, so UG, as you could assume, is like Ugo for short.
Of course.
So the Slattabox is it's like a lifestyle. It's a way of life, So for those that enjoy listening to guys like Future, Young Thug, they're familiar with the terminology like slat. It's just the way of. But now with this way of life and how we pull it into the Afrobeats, it's different because just the lifestyles are different, the mindsets are different, even though Africans are one. So that usually Slattabox is just another dimension I get into when we all have split personalities. I think I'm just okay with the just in mine. But it's just one of the many characters you guys gonna have to deal with. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, did you introduce yourself already?
Slightly.
Okay.
I said my name.
Give me all the ginger.
Oh, so for those who don't know, UgoBoy, Nigeria's Favorite Yankee, singer, rapper, songwriter, producer, vibe curator, a father, just been a pioneer for this culture, especially here in the diaspora, where the differences between the two cultures, I've learned to use it to my benefit. Yeah. That's where the name really came from. But I'm just here to just do what I feel like is God's work. What he's asking me to do. It's honest music. It's not always like what people like to hear.
Of course.
In the sense of the topics, but I have to be truthful.
You have to keep it real. At the end of the day, keep it 100 at the end of the day.
But that's the enjoyable part. We won't talk about like the quality. That's not what we're talking about. But like, I say what has to be said. I don't like to bite my tongue. So
of course. No, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what you're here to do.
Yeah, people want that. That's what they want anyway. Yeah. So I feel free in these type of spaces. So yeah.
Right. And why did you choose your name as your artist name?
When I first got into music, it wasn't always that way. I always understood the dichotomy of like separating yourself from the music, saving something for yourself.
Right.
But when I transitioned into Afrobeats, there was a point of it where it was like I wanted to be true to myself. I wanted to get back to the essence of music for me. And it came at a young age, when I was in the choir and being surrounded by the women in my life where that name UgoBoy came from them. So it was just me seeing music in a space where it's like, yeah, it's business, but I want to feel like, when you see children, they just don't have any care. They're just doing it because they actually love it. So with the music, I wanted to have that type of approach and effect and feel on people. I want people to be like, this music is sweet.
It's sweet. I know. Yeah, that leads me into the next question that I was going to ask you. When did you decide to venture into music?
See, this is where the Slattabox question aligns with this. 2015, 2016. At that point, I was rapping. I was doing rap music, doing trap music, all this jaga, yeah. So at that time, for me, that was where I started connecting with what I was hearing, you know, music wise, and I'm like, I could do this. I could do this too. But I felt as if like that wasn't all. That might have been 1 or 2%, but I needed more space to, you know, because it's not everything street music. Me, I be love our boy sometimes. I'm just honest. That's you know. So I needed a space that would allow for that. So from 2016 maybe to 2018, just trying different sounds, and eventually I, you know, ventured into Afrobeats. And by the end of that Christmas, you know, I was discovered by Papilo Wankwa Kanu in Imo State, and he gave me my first shot. So that's where actually the name that I used to answer to, it went from that to UgoBoy at around that time period, like 2018, 2019.
Oh, that's interesting actually, because we didn't even know that, you know, and that's a good thing to know, you know. I mean, for people that don't know about that.
Of course. Shout out Papilo, the legend, the GOAT, my IG.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
They used to say something when we were younger. But damn, I don't know if I can remember. You know what? Let me just scratch it out. It's like, Papilo, I know something. Okay, Papilo, I know say you go make us proud. I think they used to say that when I was younger. That was like some childhood experience, you know. Were your parents actually accepting of this, knowing that, you know, we come from like African background and stuff like that?
You see, like initially, it was a secret. They didn't know shit. Like I was like, for like 6 months, me, my sisters, and like my cousins, everyone was starting to know that like Ugo's doing music. He's been like trying with music. That someone wanted to be funny and mention it in like in a family setting. We're all sitting there. I just looked at my cousin like, how dare you? Like how would you even? But and then after that, it was just like they were just observing. They didn't react at first, you know. They thought it was a joke. They didn't really, but my dad, he was on board immediately. Then my mom, it was just like, she wanted to see how serious I was. But she's very supportive as well. It's just like their only rule of thumb, it could be sports, it could be music, whatever you want to do. Even if I like, you just have to be the best. That's the only obligation. That's the only thing. You have to be the best. So that pushed me enough where they wouldn't have to say too much about the results because I wanted it for myself, you know. So it was cool. I really thought I had the cool parents because like they would let me, you know, they would allow me to do things that like average like children in my church, you know, in the community would not be allowed to do, you know, like getting a tattoo earlier, or even like hairstyles or like clothes selection at church. Like they weren't too, you know, like they allowed me, you know, so.
This episode of HotSeat with PrettyYanny, I just want to say a big thank you and shout out to Supreme Pastries. You know, as Nigerians, we love our meat pies, puff puff, chin chin, sausage rolls, and so many things and so forth. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we've got right here in Boston, the home of tasty Nigerian pastries. They go by the name Supreme Pastries. Please follow them on all their social media pages. If you need to cater as well, they are definitely available for that. Follow them on all their social media pages at Supreme_Pastries. Definitely tap in.
Yeah.
A little birdie told me that you were featured in a movie.
Oh wow. Yeah. I mean,
so you're like an art, you know, you're a music artist, and also, you know, we didn't know you have this other sides to you. Tell us about it. It's not what?
No, the acting, we haven't debuted that part yet. That one, that's still.
It's like still working. You're babying it. You're nurturing it.
It's a secret that, you know, the world will see soon. But for this film, Madam Web, that May 14th, you can see it on. It'll be on Netflix everywhere. But it was 2023 that I was working on Madam Web, and I did set decorating. I did scenic like painting and stuff like that. So the work was cool. Like every day it was different. Like one day we'll go to downtown Boston, the next day we'll drive to Leominster, the next like it would just be
it was a lot.
It was a lot. The hours were crazy, and it was like everybody doing a whole bunch of important stuff. So it was, like you're talking multi-million-dollar projects, like budgets to do these things. Like they're just spending money to hire people to. I won't say we were standing around, but there was so many people like it was a big budget, it was a big deal, but it was cool. I like working in those spaces because, like, you know, they don't know Ugo the artist immediately, but then when they see the music, they're like, "What are you doing here?" They call me my American name, Victor. What are you doing here? Do you know that we work with a celebrity?
Guys,
chill.
I love it. But you need those things though to like, exactly. Like, you know who I be.
Yeah. So you say allow the time slot. I'm late, but allow it.
I know. So my next question, right? I mean, you've dropped like EPs, albums, of course, singles, from, I believe, Passion Palava, Water No Enemy, Raw Eleganza. Like, check you out. So, like, from the very first EP or album that you like put out compared to now, right? I think your recent one was Raw Eleganza, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
How has that transition been?
Like, off the air, like with progress, you make mistakes early, but you improve. You don't make the same mistakes twice. So for me, with each project, there's been certain things about the campaign or the creative process where I'm like, I wish I had known this. I'll apply it to the next project. Oh, I wish I had known this. I'll apply it to the next project. So for me, it's the journey that makes it sweet. You know, all three of those projects are my babies. But I would say, like, from a consumer POV, like, Passion and Palava has been the fan favorite. And I understand why that one, there was so much like life that went into the project. As an artist, you want to like pour life into your music. But for that project, it was so actually really deep. Like, it was really deep.
This is the Raw Eleganza?
Honestly, that was Passion and Palava, but Raw Eleganza was more of I think it was honest in the sense of, it was a snapshot of where I was mentally, what was going on around me, how I was feeling about everything. Like, it was just an honest snapshot, and it was, in my opinion, the most developed at that point. So yeah, I like to think that I improve with every release. You know, that's the goal. But yeah, it's been because by the time we went from Water No Enemy, where we would get beats from like YouTube and go chase the producer. Please, I won't use this beat. Like, to by the time we reach Raw Eleganza, where I'm making my own beats. So those type of like evolutions for me, it's important. For the journey. You look back like, okay, wow. Right. You're a different guy from when you showed up 2020. So. That's what it's about.
Grown.
Yeah, no, that's why it's UG now, because the boy is not always fitting. But at the end of the day, like this music, it gives me life. So I don't feel like I'm aging.
I love that. Have you ever doubted yourself at some point? Like, have you ever had moments where you wanted to give up on making music?
Give up, no. But I've had moments of pity, like self-pity, where I'm like, something didn't go my way. It's like, oh, boo. But never. I can't say I've had a firm, even for a day, where it's like I'll go to sleep feeling like, oh, Ugo, this music don't cost. Like, no. But like, I've definitely had moments where like, you have the encouraging voice and you have the constructive voice. The constructive one will be shouting to the mountain, like, Ugo, you're like. But like, it brings fire. It's funny that we're at we're here for the hot seat because of that. Like, those things, it brings fire where it's like I'm stubborn, even if it's to myself that I have to prove it to. Like,
you will.
Like, I have to. But doubt exists. I'd be a liar to say doubt, fear, those things don't exist. But you have to manage it. You have to like control it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Do you have a favorite artist?
For Afrobeats or just in general?
In general.
Future.
Okay. Future. I can see it. I can see it.
That's my guy.
Why Future though?
Like, I was having a conversation the other day about Future. It's, for one, the impact. The sound has been different. Since the very first moment that we all caught wind, the sound has been different. He changed the game. It's consistent. He's dropped like dozens of albums, high quality music. So, and there's a charisma about it that I align with. I'm like, you can't say anything to that guy. So like, for me, I like when you start talking about, okay, the lyrics and what you're talking about, that's neither here nor there, because we don't bother Martin Scorsese about his films, but he's a great director. We don't bother him about how gory the blood is when we're talking about how great of a director he is. So why are we having issues with Future's lyrics? Because he wants to talk about lean or someone's baby mama. That's not my business, but the music sounds sweet. And he's a professional. He knows what he's doing. So I align with with Future. I like the way he does his music.
Have there been moments where people question your authenticity as an artist? How do you respond to that?
You die trying to explain yourself. Or you can just, because if you're actually being yourself, what can you do? It's not like, oh, I'm pretending to be someone and like, okay, this is the real me. Man, I take off my mask.
Right.
Like, this is what you see is what you get. So I don't have anything to give them. You know, all I could do is just show being like Nigeria's favorite Yankee. And that was the thing, like being in Lagos, being like as Yankee as I am. Like I grew up wanting to eat McDonald's, watching like rap videos. So this mindset of things, I'm bringing it back to Lagos unapologetically. And they had to accept it. That's where that whole favorite Yankee. It's not anything. I'm not better than anybody.
Right.
But I was who I was when I got there, when I left. It's been the same Ugo. You understand? So like that, they had to.
On this episode of HotSeat with PrettyYanny, I just want to say a big thank you and shout out to Bola's Kitchen. This is another one-stop for you based here in Boston, Massachusetts for any of your African cuisines, name it, jollof, fried rice, and many more things. They also offer catering services as well as event planning and management. Their contact number is 401-365-0520. Follow them on all their social media platforms as well at baller_African Kitchen. What are you waiting for? Definitely tap in.
To respect, they had to accept it.
It's funny that you touched based on that, because I was going to say, I know you went to Nigeria. And I believe this pertains to music aspect of things as well. Do you think that you were able to accomplish and achieve what you went there for? And keep it real as possible.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
And do you think that you would advise like music artists doing the same thing to do?
You have to know what you're looking for. Okay. Everybody's market is different, right? So if you understand that, you go on Instagram, man, I'd really like my song to be played in Quilox. That's your goal. That will make you feel good inside. Yes, you have to go back to Lagos to make sure they are feeling you. I think so. But if that's not your MO with music as a whole, there's different routes that you take to your version of success. What is success to you? You know? So for what I'm trying to accomplish, it fits for me. But if someone else wants to do it, I have to ask them, who are you catering to? What crowd are you trying to influence change? What are you trying to bring together? Where are you trying to stand? Where do you place your music in this global market? Where? And once you have answered those questions, you're able to decide if it matters to go there. So me now, as I'm going into 2025, I'm thinking, Ugo, you have a very large European market. Why don't you go take a trip to Amsterdam? Why not? Or Paris? I will do it because it's like, it makes sense, you know? Why not? But to answer that original question, no. But it just depends on what you're looking for. It depends. It honestly does. Because you could be doing everything in this States, but if you're not catering to the ear, to the eyes of it'll be like, yeah, that guy is cool, but he's, you know, they like, even in Nigeria, you could have global success, but if it no enter for Nigeria, like guy, international star, but it's cool, like, you know, but they have their people that's their own. So if that's what you want to be a part of,
stick to that.
Yes, you have to go for some time. You don't have to stay. You have to make your presence felt. You have to add value.
Right.
It can't just be, oh, come show up, please come sign me. Add value. Then you'll be remembered. Then when you go back, how far? Where are you coming back to Lagos? When you feel enter Lagos again?
I know.
You know? So that's just, you know, because it's tough, you know, being an artist in the diaspora, like, you have to decide where you want to be heard, where it matters to you. Because like that will be determining like where, you know, where it makes sense to be.
All right. Any upcoming projects to be looking forward to?
Yeah, I actually just dropped like 2 weeks ago. New single, different. With my guy DJ Zero. It's just different. Yeah. So yeah, but aside from that one, now I've been like gearing up. Like this next step is gonna be different. Ironic enough, of course, we have to do different. But no, this next project that I'm working on, you know, I just can't wait to drop it, but I can't say too much yet. I don't want to say too much. I know I'm on the hot seat, but I have to hold firm. I have to, you know.
We're coming for you.
I'm ready now.
I got like probably 2, 3 questions to go.
Okay.
The first one, right? Performance-wise, right? I know that, of course, you've like had bunch of like, stage performances and stuff like that. Any good performance, any bad performance you want to share with us?
Yeah, good performances. I think they're all usually good. The last performance I had was fun. I was in Brockton. It was a nice party. I think the last, to share an interesting story, the last like bad performance or like rough performance, I was at this one college and it was just like, let's just say the wire was messing up.
The sound.
I wasn't with my DJ. I like to work with my own personal DJ because the chemistry is there. We rehearse. So I didn't have my DJ. So like the timing was off and it was just, it wasn't a horrible show. They didn't boo me or anything. But me personally, I'm a like perfectionist when it comes to performance. So that one for me, I'm just like, I know where I'm messing up. And that night, for whatever reason, I just couldn't let it go in my head. So it's fine and shot, but it happens. But I think the thing is with me, like those moments are important because it's like, you get used to having good shows. Everything is just lights.
I know.
You start to decide, do I need to rehearse? Like, yes, you do.
Right.
You do. So I'm actually fine. I've like learned to accept that mishap of a show because it's like, all right, tighten up. But this next wave of performances, like I said with the music, the approach, it has to be different. So you have to entertain.
Right.
So that's what
I really need to get your take on this.
Yeah.
Performance-wise, I know that, artists in the diaspora, it's kind of tough for them when they want to open for artists. And the promoters are telling you, you have to buy tickets or sell tickets or pay to perform and stuff like that. I need your take on that before we round up this episode. As quick as possible.
In the most diplomatic way, it is a part of the process to an extent. I haven't heard too many artists that just jump from, but you have to learn how to use it to your advantage in the time that you're experiencing it. No, you don't want it to be here forever. You don't want to be showing up to shows and someone's telling you. But at the end of the day, if it's your own show, you have to sell tickets.
Right.
If it was you on the flyer, whether it's you doing it, you're going to hire somebody or do it yourself to sell tickets. So I think as an artist, like, you have to get comfortable with the idea of selling tickets. This is entertainment. This is business. This is not just a popularity contest. Like, this is actually business. So it's frustrating as an artist to be asked, hey, can you sell tickets when your hard stuff? I don't want to cuss. But at the very same time, to play devil's advocate, it's like, well, we're having a venue, we're having an event that 200-300 people are coming. Sell these tickets to make sure they come. If you want to be on the stage. So, but as an artist, you just want to like work your way up. So they'll be paying you to come. They'll be giving you things to do these events and shows. So.
All right. 2 things. This has been fun. This has been great. Yes. But 2 things.
Yeah.
Say something to your fans out there and let them know where to find your music, socials, all that good stuff.
My outsiders, my people. Look, man, in this day and age, you guys have motion, man. You can't stop for anything. No, seriously. Honestly, as whatever it is you're doing in life, just keep pushing. Every day is not easy. As Nigeria's Favorite Yankee, my advice, don't listen to anybody saying you're not good enough because they'll be wrong tomorrow. But if you want to hear any of my new music or anything that I put out in the past, you can follow me on all social media platforms at the UgoBoy. For streaming platforms, it's just UgoBoy, UGOBOY. So be on the lookout. I'm steady with my emotion. Like, the music is coming steadily, like rapid fire. So I would stay tuned in. I don't like to harass consumers, but
of course,
the music makes sense.
Of course.
Yeah.
Definitely tap in. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's been great. It's been fun. You already know I got this, good-looking men out here.
The vibes.
Nigeria Favorite Yankee,
The vibes.
AKA, it's like that was supposed to even come after. But anyways, UgoBoy.
Yes.
And I remain your humble host, PrettyYanny, and thank you for tuning into HotSeat.